Hey, viewers, welcome. Okay, viewers, welcome to another edition of mathematics class. We're looking at graphical solution of quadratic equation. So this time around, we're going to graph. How do we solve quadratic equation? By graph method. They said copy and complete the table of values for the relation y is this. So this is the equation. 4 minus 4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. So it means your range is starting from -4 and it ends at 4. Of course, it's shown in the copy and complete. This part is to copy and complete the table, which means this part is there are some places that are missing in the box. When x4, it is missing. When x is -2, we don't have the value of y. When x is 1, we don't have the value. So we need to complete these sections. So how do we solve? You start by saying this is question 1a. When x is -4, because that's the first part here, you put your equation y is equals to 2x squared minus x minus 2. That's your equation you are given. Wherever you see x, you put -4. So y equal to, instead of x here, please, there's no follow the equation. Instead of x here, I put -4. Then put your x -4. Then -2. Moving on, 2 -4 square is 16. Minus times minus plus 4, then -2. 2 times 16, 32 plus 4 minus 2. So how do you get that now? 32 plus 4, 36 minus 2, 34. So this is your value of y here. Next, when x is what? -2. You put your equation also. Y is equal to 2x squared minus x minus 2. That's the question. So that's what you keep using to solve for the other values. You go on. This time around, see, right, this 2 is your equation. You write it down, 2. 2x squared simply means 2 times x squared. Instead of x, I'm going to put what? -2 this time around. Square. Minus your x here, -2. Then -2 remaining -2. Take note of what I've just done. 2 is here, x is -2. Square is there. Minus is here, x is -2. Minus is there, 2 is there. Moving on. -2 square is 4. Minus times minus plus 2 minus 2 there. 2 times 4, 8 plus 2 minus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 minus 2 is 8. So that's the second value of x, of y, when x is what? -2. So moving on further now, we want to calculate the next one, which is when x is what? 1. When x is, sorry, this is -1. When x is -1, then when x is 1 and 2 and 3. So I'm moving on now to look at when x is -1. So when x is -1, we're going to solve. Put your equation. Y is 2x squared minus x minus 2. Wherever you see x, you put what? -1. 2 is in your equation, then your x is what? -1 square. Then next you have your minus there, then you have your x, which is what? -1, then -2. Y equal to 2 minus 1 square is what? 1. Minus times minus plus 1, then -2. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 minus 2. Please take note, I did minus and minus here because this is a bracket. Brackets multiply themselves. But this is -2. You will not go and do minus times minus. No. This is not multiplying this. This is -1. Then on its own, you have -2. So they're not multiplying themselves. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then 3 minus 2 gives me 1. So the first value I got was what? 26. Second value was what? 8. And the next value I got is what? 1. So the next one I'm going to solve now is when x is what? 1. That is the next one here. So this is your equation now. You continue. 2 into brackets. In place of x is 1 square minus, in place of x 1, then minus 2. You see, this case now, when x is 1, I'm not putting minus. So yeah, I put minus because it's x minus 1. After doing minus 1 square, I will get 1. Okay, so 2, 1 square is what? 1, because 1 times 1 is 1. Then minus 1. Don't go and come here and change it to plus. Please don't do so. James, I hope you are listening. Follow along. Don't change this to plus just on your own event, because the previous one minus and minus plus. There's no minus and minus here. This is minus times a plus here, which is minus 2. Y is equal to 2 times 1, which is 2, minus 1 minus 2. Y is equals to 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, then minus 2, which is minus 1. So this gives me minus 1. So I'm solving and I'm completing my table. So moving on next, now I'm going to solve for when x is what? 2, and when x is what? 3. When x is 2 and when x is 3. Patiently watch the lecture, because this is graph. This is kind of question you see in Y. This is one question one. Just one question like this, and you need to master how to do all this. Within 10 minutes, you should be done plotting your graph and answering everything. So you need to practice over and over. So this is when x is what? 2. Put your equation. You go on y is equals to 2. In place of x, I'm going to put 2 square minus your x, 2, then minus 2. So y is equals to 2 square, 4, minus 2, minus 2. Y is equals to 2 times 4, 8, minus 2, minus 2. 8 minus 2 is 6, minus 2 gives me 4. That is 4 there. I want to check to be sure that we do not make mistake. X is 2, x is 2. So 2 square is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, minus 2, minus 2. Yes, this is 4. So the next now is when x is what? 3. So here we got 4. When x is 3, y is equals to 2 bracket 3 square minus bracket 3, then minus 2. Y is equals to 2 bracket 3 square is what? 9, minus 3 minus 2. 2 times 9, 18, minus 3, minus 2. 18 minus 3 gives you what? 15. 15 minus 2 gives you 13. So that's the third value, last value there. I haven't done this and understand this. We're now going further to plotting the graph. So stay tuned. I'm going to plot the graph now. Okay, so looking at the question that was given, y equals to 2x squared minus x minus 2. Our table is this. Please, this is 34, not 26. 34, 19, 8, 1, minus 2, and then minus 1, 4, 13, and 26. So with this table now, we are going to plot our graph. We are asked to use a scale of 2 cm to 1 unit on the x-axis and 2 cm to 5 units on the y-axis. Next thing now, we need to understand our graph. So looking at this is what you must know. From this thick line to this thick line,
is 2 cm. From here to here is another 2 cm. From here to here is another 2 cm by ruler measurement. Okay, so we have 2 cm, 2 cm, 2 cm, 2 cm, like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 2 cms here. They are 10 from here to here. Take note, the thick lines, they represent 2 cm. This is how the graph is done. So I'm going to write my scale at the top. X-axis, we are told to work with 2 cm to 1 units. My question is written here. This is the graph I'm plotting. Then y-axis is 2 cm to 5 units. You must observe your graph. If you watch, the highest value of y is 34. The lowest value is -2. So whatever scale you are using, it should be able to accommodate 34 and then -2. So if I decide to divide my graph at this level, it means here will be 0. I'm counting, the y-axis says 2 cm to 5 units. If I'm counting now, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, it's not going to accommodate 34. So if I come down by blocks, I count from here: 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yes, this will accommodate 34. It will accommodate 34. But I like to take it a little bit down so that I can ensure that my graph is fully inside this slot. So this has solved the problem. Of course, if I go down by one of the block, I will have 5. And the least value of my y there is what? Minus. This value of my y is -2. So that can work. So now I'm going to move on. Please understand, 2 cm is from the thick lines to the next thick line is 2 cm. From here to here is 2 cm. From here to here is 2 cm. That is how it is. I'm going to draw my line exactly on the line. You want to make it very bold. Your ruler must not shake so that you avoid a rough walk. Good. So this is out. That's for that. This is my x-axis, and then I'm going to go for my y-axis. My y-axis, okay, I'm going to divide my x-axis now. My x-axis says 2 cm is to 1 unit. So, and the least value of my x is starting from -4. So from -4 now, I'm going down to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then going up, our y-axis is supposed to be 2 cm to 5 units, which means every 2 cm you count 5, you add 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 35. Coming down, we're going to have -5, -10, -15. Okay. Table, when x is -4, y is 34. So look at your x-axis. minus 4. That is this line is minus 4. Look at 34 here. Look at 30 here. 35 here. So we need to find 34. Question. How do I go about looking for 34? So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do, how I'm going to demarcate this our graph such that we can get the value we are looking for. So let's see. Remember, if here is 30, we're looking for 34. From 30 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 more blocks, 30 to 30. Just as you have here. So I'll zoom it and you're going to see it from 30 to 35. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here's what adding 5. So 5 units gives us 10 box. So now we're going to have 1 unit. What is it going to be? We cross multiply. 5 times x now give me 5x. 10 times 1 gives me 10. X is equal to 10 divided by 5. X gives me 2 small box, which means every 2 small box I'm going to count 31. You see it? 32, like that. Then next to 33, next to 34. So 2 small box gives me 1 unit. So that is how to get 34. So as we keep on, just know that every 2 small box on the y-axis is 34. We'll keep going on like that. Now we have we're looking for 34, which means I will count 8 small box, because 1, 2 gives me 31, 32, 33, 34. Then I'll trace it to where it meets x as minus 4, which is here. I'm going to dot it very neatly and make sure it is clear, very neatly there. And then the next, when x is minus 3, y is 19, x is minus 3, yeah? Okay, then y is 19. So if this is 15, this is 20, I'm looking for 19, which is 1 to 16, 1 to 17, 1 to 18, 1 to 19. So I trace it now where it meets, which is here. This is where they meet. You see, my dot must be crossing the meeting point. X minus 3, y is 19, 19, so that 1, 2 is now 20. The next I have there is x is 2, which is this. Y is 8. Y is 8, so 5 and 10. Between 5 and 10, we have 8. So from 5 now, I have 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 1 to 8. I'm going to dot where they meet. The next I have now is x is minus 1, and then y is 1. Meeting point is 5. So the 1, 2 gives me 1, because 2 small boxes is 1 unit. So where it meets 1, when 1 of y meets with minus 1 of x. So next point now we look at is when x is 0, y is minus 2. X, this is 0, the meeting point. Y minus 2, I will come down. 1, 2, minus 1, 1, 2, minus